Well,
Hello.
okay, bye.
Good morning, hello. Welcome once again to Dork Duck Daily, the show with all the news you nerd and other trimmings. Today's the day we do r/relationship advice.
My back hurt.
Lena's back hurts. Why does your back hurt?
I don't know.
No, I'm sorry, your back hurts.
Just does.
Played Resident Evil 8 last night till late. Got up to my favorite section of the game, got mostly through it. Probably 1 or 2 more weeks of that, and then that's gonna be behind us, and then on to whatever Selena wants to play next. I'm not sure what next she has in the docket. There was talks of playing mouthwashing.
Yeah, there's also that one game that Sam recommended, the Visage or Visage or whatever.
Visage.
Yeah, that one.
Visage. Yes. So lots of options. Thank you everyone who hangs out for those Thursday night play together co-stream thing. I don't know what to call those. The co-stream game thing. I don't know. whatever you want to call it. We'll get right to it today. Because we don't just talk about co-streams on the show. We also cover all the news you nerd in a segment we like to call the Daily Quack.
Oh,
We got cut off.
yeah, she's done apparently.
Other Sam says, I don't recommending Visage. I think you mean Hades.
Yes, that's definitely what I meant. Sorry.
Are you going to be doing a Hades
I
stream?
made a real life typo with my mouth. My brain auto corrected me.
Hey, a Power Rangers series at Disney Plus is in the works. This is from Ty Gooden at Nerdist, who says, those Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It says, good morning, friends, and mouth typos. Those Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are apparently getting a new series with a very popular streaming service. Yes, you read that right. According to The Wrap, Percy Jackson and Olympian showrunners Jonathan E. Steinberg and Dan Schatz are in talks to write and produce a live-action Power Rangers series for Disney+. Hasbro will produce the series, and the company hopes to capture a brand new generation of fans. We've seen many different versions of the famed teenage heroes since the 1990s TV show. Some of them are good, and well, others are not so great, but perhaps this will be the moment to strike gold with the Power Rangers once again. Percy Jackson is a great and quite successful series on Disney Plus with the 3rd season on it. There's 3 seasons of that show?
Apparently.
Steinberg and Schatz found a way to honor the source material while also bringing something fresh to the screen. Perhaps they can do that with the Power Rangers too. My favorite thing about that Percy Jackson show is that there's a whole bunch of like people that like grew up with the books that like love that show because it's more faithful to it, I guess.
Huh.
And
I was so close.
didn't like those movies.
I was so close to getting into those books. Like, if someone had just, like, leaned me that way a little bit more, I would have probably, like, gotten very, very deep into the Percy Jackson stuff. But I, like, instead went the other direction and went towards more, like... Because that was still kind of around Twilight, right? sort of.
It was definitely in that Twilight Harry Potter era.
And then I started like getting heavier into like horror books, and like there was like Wiccan ones that were like just my brain was
and
like
the uglies, because when I was like, hey, I'm watching a real dumb movie on Netflix, and you're like, I read all these
Yeah,
books.
I did. I read, well, maybe not all of them, but I read like the first two, I think.
I thought that movie was lots of fun. It was silly. Sam says I read the shit out of, he said I read the shot out of those books when I was younger. Shit even. Yeah, it's funny because it was like I watched my niece and Emmanuel have like a heated debate about like, because she had grown up watching the Percy Jackson movies, which people I guess were upset about because they didn't follow the books, and she was so annoyed with the show and everything it was quote unquote changing, and then Emmanuel was like, no, this is how it's supposed to be. It's a very funny conversation. Hey, we have an article on the show this morning that happens to do with somebody that's on the show.
What?
Yeah. Could the person speak up, please? That's right,
God.
Mr. Bezos. There's an article all about some of your shenanigans this morning. Are you excited?
That's so great.
Mr. Bezos is very excited.
Up the Wiccan books that I would read. They're the Book of Shadows like series, I think.
Oh yeah, I think there's a Netflix series of that.
Oh really?
I think so.
Interesting. I might have to. I think it's called Sweep.
James says, yeah, the movie was a bad adaptation, and I thought Jeff found my article. No, this is about Mr. Bezos. This is going to make Sam very angry. I'm sorry.
Cozy or at least non-depressing fiction books about witches and witchcraft. That's a Reddit post.
Oh, that sounds like your area of expertise. You stay in that happy place while I read this thing that'll make you angry.
Say, I don't. I already knew this because people on Facebook were being like, "What the fuck?"
Amazon removes privacy option. All Alexa recordings will now go to the cloud.
You mean like the sky? They'll just transfer directly to the sky and disperse?
Yes, to the cumulonimbus.
Yeah, and go away forever because that's not anybody else's business but the people who own the Alexa.
This is from Rob Thurbin at TechSpot, who says, Amazon Echo users concerned about their privacy might have something else to worry about on March 28th. That's the date when supported devices will lose the options to store and process Alexa requests locally, ensuring that all voice recordings are sent to the cloud. An email that Amazon sent to customers confirms that the Do Not Send Voice Recordings feature they enabled on supported Echo devices will soon no longer be available. The message explains that the change is necessary following the introduction of generative AI-powered version of popular Alexa Assistant last month, Alexa Plus, powered by large language models from Amazon Bedrock.
I think I'm done. I think I'd like to just go live in the woods and grow vegetables.
Yeah.
Peppers. Been on a real big pepper kick lately. I've just been sitting, cutting up peppers and slathering them in ranch and eating them, and it's amazing.
Sounds like a good time.
It is a good time. You should try it. We should go do that right now
instead of reading.
I don't want to read this article. I'm so done.
Do you know who else doesn't want us to read this article?
Stop. I don't care about your freaking Jeff Bezos bit right now. It's not funny right now.
He's like, no, look, it's fine.
It's not funny.
Okay. Someone gave my child an Amazon Echo that is shaped like a little tiger. And it's in that cabinet because I hid it up there when it came over to this.
I think I threw that away.
Nice work.
It didn't work. Like, I thought it was broken, so I was like, well, I don't like these, and one's going to notice.
It worked, but no, that's a solid assist because, like, I put it somewhere weird. You might have thrown it out.
Yeah, it looked like it was all rusted on the bottom, so I was like, peace. I didn't know it was an Amazon Echo. I thought it was like they have children's versions of those that aren't the same, because you can't like. I thought you couldn't like do the same things
Yeah,
as.
Sam saying it's a dot is probably a dot instead.
I'm
Yeah, it was like a
curious.
Sam said he's gonna go destroy an Echo Dot. It fell in the sink while I was doing dishes and just started sparkling. Yeah. The one that was given to my child was like literally shaped like a
Oh yeah, this one.
tiger. Yeah, it looked like that.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, kids, be more comfortable with this. This should be a thing you're completely.
They spent $60 on that horse
It's
shit.
your friend.
That's $60. I'm so mad right now. Yeah, no, don't buy a kid something actually useful. Just waste $60 on some weird tiger shaped.
They've said good job, Lena.
Thank you.
The email states that as Amazon continues to expand Alexa's capabilities with generative AI features that rely on the processing power of Amazon's secure cloud, it has decided to no longer support the local storage feature. Amazon also writes that any previously saved voice recordings will be deleted after March 28th. If voice recording settings are set to don't save recordings, Voice ID, the Alexa Plus feature that identifies the person speaking, will not work, and users will not be able to create a Voice ID for individual users to access more personalized features. The change is unlikely to be welcomed by users given Amazon's history in this area. In 2019, Bloomberg reported that the company employed thousands of contractors and full-time workers around the world, from Boston to Costa Rica, India, and Romania, to listen to voice recordings captured by Echo devices. These were transcribed and annotated to improve Alexa's performance, helping it better understand human speech. Workers said they reviewed as many as 1,000 clips per shift. Amazon held Alexa recordings have been sought by law enforcement to be used in criminal trials, including murder cases. There was also the former Amazon executive who in 2020 said he turns off his Alexa smart speaker whenever he wants a private moment. More recently, Amazon agreed to pay $25 million in civil penalties for failing to disclose that it stored recordings of children's interactions with Alexa indefinitely. Cool. Sam said, so you can turn it off. It just won't recognize who's talking. You can. It also like they don't work then because it doesn't. Part of like the whole Alexa thing is that it's you have to voice train it to be like. Otherwise, when you say lights, nothing happens, but it learns how you say lights and then works. Is my understanding of it, but then I don't know much on this stuff. Because everyone says the word lights slightly differently. Sam says the voice training is very uncomfortable.
Right before the like all this stuff was getting insane, I think my ex had a Google one of those little Google things.
Yeah, Google Home.
Maybe?
Yeah.
It's pink.
Sure.
Like a salmon colored. And
Okay.
it like I think had voice options maybe, or maybe we did have an Alexa at one point. But anyway, my ex was really mean to it. Like he would be like mean to the Alexa or like the voice person AI thing inside the speaker. And
Yeah.
I don't support those things, but I also don't like it when people are mean to robots for like no good reason.
Yeah.
It's not like he was like, "Oh, I hate this technology and I hate Jeff Bezos and I hate Amazon." He was just mean because
He's just mean.
he's just mean.
Sam says the one in our house calls Shiki's parents by name. Like if Shiki uses it, it just answers normally. If her dad says anything like "good morning" name and then answers.
Oh.
It also knows her mom's voice and calls her by name too. That's
Ew. That's scary.
Sam says the fuck mine doesn't do that. Bitch can't understand me saying my own name. Well, apparently now it can just sign everything over to the cloud. Ready for a palate cleanser story?
Yeah.
These scientists are building a cat database to understand why they act like that.
Like what?
This is from Manuel
Act like
Lopez
what?
Restrepo
What
at
does
NPR.
that mean?
And it says, notice that quirky thing your cat always does?
Well,
Maybe
I have 4 and they do a lot of weird shit, so you're gonna have to be more specific.
Maybe it loses its mind when you try to eat a piece of whole wheat bread without sharing, races around the house at full speed after using the litter box, or perhaps insists on sitting in that one spot filled with delicate papers you'd rather they didn't touch. Over time, you've come to accept these unique characteristics of the various cats that share your life here on Earth. The scientists at the Broad Institute of MIT and Harvard, along with UMass Chan Medical School, are working on the Darwin's Cats Project. Their goal is to build a comprehensive database that answers the many questions about the behavioral and genetic traits of our friendly felines. 3 things to know. 1, if this concept sounds similar, it's probably because the same company, Darwin's Ark, previously conducted a similar project focused on dogs. For this iteration, volunteer cat owners will collect fur samples and mail them in, along with completing a series of surveys about their little fur babies' behavior. 2, the project aims to recruit 100,000 participating cats by June of 2026.
I bet Bug would be perfect for this. He's a weird one. Like, I love him. Like, I would literally go lay down in the road for that cat right now. Like, just you wouldn't even have to ask me twice. He's so strange, though. Like, he does the zoomy thing. I'm used to cats doing zoomy things.
Yeah.
But while he does it, he'll, like, make noises. He'll go, like, and, like, run. And whenever he, like, hops down from somewhere in this, like, actually, whenever he hops down from somewhere in general, but especially when he's doing these activities. Yeah, he's like a squeaky toy. He's like, "Rrr." And, like, he's so fat that when he hits the floor, there's, like, impact. And it shakes him, too, because, like, when he's going, it's, like, quickly, like, it stops when he hits the floor.
So you can hear it across the house. You hear,
Yeah. I love him so much. He needs to be studied.
Other Sam says, like I regularly say, Sam, lamp on. And she goes, there are multiples called lamp. Do you want... Sam said, sorry, you gotta change your name. To which other Sam said, that's Bezos' plan all along, to get all Englishmen called Jeff. Is that your plan, Mr. Bezos?
Don't do it. No, I don't like your Jeff Bezos bit. No. Stop.
What bit?
I'm
just talking to the man that's sitting right over there.
He's not sitting here.
He's sitting there in a cowboy hat.
He's not. If he was in my room, I would not be sitting here right now. I would be gone. I'm not comfortable with Jeff Bezos in my general vicinity.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Bezos. You have to leave. We'll still play ads. Yeah. Okay. We'll see you later. All right. He's left.
Thank you. You could just pick a different sound. I think that would be valid.
What do you mean picking sounds?
Pick a different sound. Or tell Jeff Bezos to stop sounding like that, I guess.
He sounds how he sounds. That's how Jeff Bezos sounds. It's all stored in the cloud now.
Well, then find the cloud and pick out a different sound for Jeff Bezos.
Says, Jeff, why is your fantasy Jeff Bezos in your room?
Yeah, why is that? Jeff.
Other Sam says instead of doing the Bezos bit, play the asshole song.
No. I need neither of those things to happen.
Hey, Bello.
I don't know which one I would prefer more, actually, if I was given the choice. Probably the Bezos bit, just because it's so, like...
I'm so sorry, Lena, the Bezos mask stays on.
It's so quick, the Bezos sound. Bezos interacting with us. I mean, sorry, not the Bezos sound.
There's no sound. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is he like a lion?
No, I just told you. You just don't speak billionaire. I can fully understand him.
Oh, Yeah?
Yeah, you just need to learn how to speak billionaire.
Okay. Do you want to pay for my credit card bills, Mr. Billionaire? Jeff Bezos, you want to pay off my credit card?
He said to lift yourself up by your bootstraps.
Okay.
It's very well thought out, Mr. Bezos. Okay.
Yeah, you're full of great thoughts and feelings. Totally.
Other Sam said, no, Jeff Bezos is always a lion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How do I sign up? According to Darwin's Ark, nearly 5,000 cats have been registered for the project already. Curious cat owners can sign up here.
Is there like a way that I can tell them my cat is more suited for this position than other cats?
Well, they're getting like 500,000 cats, so like they're trying to build a database of cat behavior.
Yeah, so yeah, I get that, but like eventually they're gonna run out of cats. Or they're not gonna run out of cats, but they're gonna run out of room and slots for cats.
Sam says, I think the silliest thing about this bit is Jeff totally not clicking any sounds, has to stop and look for the button before Bezos answers. That's only half as funny as when I was doing it last night during the night stream.
Oh, Jeff, you could just hook up it to the sound alerts. We have a thing for that. Right there.
Hmm?
It's not where it's supposed to be. For some reason it's like literally
your Stream Deck.
Yeah. I don't know that I want my Stream Deck to be used specifically for that, but like
specifically for what? I don't know what you're talking about.
if you're looking
or what
for,
Sam's referencing. Although last night it was even funnier when you could see the light around me turn white every time maybe a page was switched to. Other Sam says my boy cat should be added probably every time me or my mom go into the hallway. He runs and climbs up his scratch post and looks around meowing at us till we rub his belly while he hangs off the post.
He's telling you he wants to belly rubs in a very specific location. He likes to be on the post.
Sam says, Jeff, I hate this bit. Jeff, why don't you use my Steam Deck for that? Oh, wait, Jeff, I hate that still.
I was just saying it would streamline the process a little bit. Also, then maybe I could somewhat control the volume of the sound. I don't know that I could because it'd still be over by you. You have everything over there. Like, I have nothing.
You're welcome to, like, run some of this.
My God. Hold on, my stupid Cash App.
A Cheeto shaped like the beloved Pokemon Charizard is auctioned off for $87,840. This is it. This is the Cheeto that is worth $87,000.
Wow.
There it is.
That's entirely upsetting.
This is from Associated Press. Sam says, Dork Duck, April Fool's 2025. They're going to switch chairs and Lena is going to run the show. All the articles will be cute animals and cozy games.
It's true.
Sam says, define worth. Other Sam says, what PSA is it?
Jeff, I need to borrow your phone. There are silly things happening.
A Cheeto shaped like the beloved Pokemon Charizard is sold at auction for a total cost of $87,840. The Goldwyn auction house listed the snack as sold. Presented is a 3-inch long flamin' hot Cheeto in the shape of the Pokemon Charizard, affixed to a customized Pokemon card that encapsulated in clear card storage box. The auction description states, it was initially discovered and preserved sometime between 2018 and 2022 by First and Goal Collectibles. The Cheeto surged in popularity on social media platforms in late 2024. There were 60 bids on the uniquely shaped snack. According to the listing, the winning bid was $72,000 plus a buyer's premium. Sam says if you have $87,000 for a Cheeto, you have entirely too much money. We have a dissenting opinion in the room.
Oh. Stop. Halt. I heard one of the cats. I thought Bug was going to come in here. Is it Bug? Who is it?
I'm sorry, Mr. Bezos.
Who's
this
out
takes
there?
Precedence.
I gotta go see who it is.
Okay. Do Bezos can eat a dick, Jeffrey? I mean, I would agree. I don't know what's going on out there. Other Sam says, can we get to the part where they say their address just so I can break in and eat it? Buzz says, I can see you buying the Cheeto. I can't see Sam buying that Cheeto at all. Maybe if it was like $1, I could see Sam being like, but even then I think Sam would be like, no, that's cool though. Hello. Yeah. It's like 11:45. What?
I'm just trying to plan. I give my cat her money. Also, make sure my cat eats. And it's like I've opted into.
We can be a little late to pick them up. It's like it's spring break. It's not like they're gonna be that wildly.
You're not the one they're throwing shade at. They get so like sassy with me when I'm like 5 or 10 minutes late to pick them up. I'm just like, you guys have your Chromebooks. You have YouTube. You're just gonna be sitting at home doing the same thing you'd be doing there. What? I don't understand.
Sam says Cheetos are a good snack, but not 87,000 to sit on a shelf good. Does it help that it's a flaming hot Cheeto?
A waffle.
Does that make it better or worse? Every Friday, we read r/relationship advice. There's not a song yet, because the last time I made a song, Selena made me feel terrible about it every time I play it.
Stop. Fine, you can play it. Just because I have waffles, though.
Oh, that's the "Am I the Asshole" song. This is relationship advice. We don't have a relationship advice song yet.
Oh, fine then. Don't play that song. Waffles doesn't want you to either.
Every Friday, we go to the hive of scum and villainy that is Reddit. We go to the subreddit r/relationship advice and bring you the posts so that you can enjoy them. Sam says relationship advice assholes. Yeah. My 26-year-old female boyfriend, 30 male, got me Pokemon for Christmas, and I can't let it go. Do I call it quits or work it out?
Like, you can't let the Pokemon go, or like you can't let it go that he got you Pokemon?
I think the second one.
Okay.
For context, my boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. Since I've known him, he has always loved Pokemon. Personally, I have no interest. But as his partner, I encourage...
Wait, how long have they been together?
3 years.
Okay.
Personally, I have no interest, but as a partner, I encourage his hobbies and support him. This past Christmas, we had a few brief conversations about Christmas budgets and have mentioned to each other things we have been wanting. I knew Pokemon packs were at the top of his list, so I made sure to get him some. I mentioned wanting a few beauty products and a specific hoodie. Well, Christmas comes around, and to my surprise, I opened my gifts. The first one was a pack of Pokemon cards. Okay, whatever. The next one was a booster box of Pokemon cards. I stop and ask him if he's joking, because this must be a joke, right? Well, P smirks and tells me to keep going. I open my next gift. It was another box of Pokemon cards. He was full of excitement while I opened my gifts. That's it. Those were my 3 gifts. I am not, this is in all caps, I am not and have never been interested in Pokemon. Sam says, this poor girl. After this, I told him I needed a moment to myself. I went to our bedroom. It
requires some alone time.
By the way, there's no grade for holidays, but if after opening a gift, someone looks at you and goes, I think I need a moment to myself, and leaves the room.
You didn't do very well. Unless they're like, they have to collect themselves. Because you did so well that they're like crying tears of joy. I don't think that was the case here.
Sam says, I've never understood the people who buy gifts for others, but actually themselves. I think sometimes like the empathy gap is so big that like they just can't. It's that like, well, I would love this, so of course you would. It's that thing, which is funny because it's like
I struggled a lot with that with my sister, just because like she was into the same things as me, and so I would be like, oh, I'll get her this, and then like her interests quickly changed because she's a teenager, and like she went from being like, I'm obsessed with anime and to like, I like skincare products and oversized hoodies, and I'm like, oh, word, like I like those things too, but like I didn't quite get the memo. And I still lived in this like world in which she was like 12, because I still see her as a small child sometimes, because she's my sister, like she's my baby sister. She's always been my baby sister.
Yeah.
So like, I think also it was just a struggle of like, oh my god, my sister's getting older. Like she's gonna drive next year. So I get that if it was like that situation where you're just like, and even then I'm still like, I need help like figuring out, I don't want to like accidentally buy her things she doesn't want. But
Sam says, I'm a bad gift giver. I'd rather you just tell me what you want / need versus me stressing about finding something right, stressing the entire time it's sitting wrapped that you will hate it, and then the anxiety as you open it and it's meh. Yeah.
Jeff is similar in that aspect of he just asks me like for like birthdays and other holiday type stuff. He'll be like, oh, well, what, like, do you want to just like go through and pick stuff out? And that to me works out way better. But somehow on the same hand, like I stress out the other way, where I'm like, if I'm buying gifts for somebody else, where I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know, like I will overthink a gift into the ground basically and spend far too long on it. And then Jeff somehow like knocks things out of the park without even meaning to. Like my sister's birthday was like a month ago, and we were looking for stuff for her, and on a whim I think he got like a can of apple juice or something to just like like, oh, you know, like it's just like a little snacky treat or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but like wouldn't these fun drinks be better instead? He's like, no, I think she'd really like this can of apple juice. This kid, oh my god, she has texted me about this can of apple juice like 3 times. She's like, I just feel like all apple juice should be in a can. Honestly, it's like the greatest thing ever. I'm like, dude, it's just a can of apple juice, but it was the best.
No, she's 15. She just wants to like rot. Like you kept pushing. You were like, I love you. You always see your sister's younger.
She's a bye-bye.
So you're always like trailing behind.
I know.
And so it's like the skincare products and stuff was a couple years back.
She still likes skincare products.
Yeah, but where she is at is like she wants to rot. She wants comfy like PJ pants. She wants like quick go-to snacks that are like, think about like your prime, like when you tell stories in here like, I did nothing but like sit around and like play this game.
Yeah, I had a real different teenage life growing up, though, Jeff. Like, I can't really apply that here. But I guess the energy was the same. I was just living in a different place than she is.
Yeah.
She's living at home, but the energy is still, I want to just sit and rot.
She's in peak goblin era.
Yeah.
And do you know what a goblin fucking loves? A can of apple juice. It's like, holy shit, it's in a can. This like makes it taste so much better because it's in a can.
Yeah. It was just so funny to me. 'Cause she's like, oh my God, that's like the greatest thing ever. And I'm sitting here like, I painstakingly poured over. I didn't say this, obviously, but like, I like went down aisle after aisle and like picked the, like, you're just like, can of apple juice. Effortless. Just like, oh my God. I also keep forgetting, like, you raised teenagers also.
Yeah.
So
you have that added insight.
Yeah, I kind of do, but also, again, I see my sister as like just a baby. I will always see her as a baby. She's my baby sister.
Snoopy says boyfriend is an asshole in this situation. His ideas were discussed. A budget was discussed. If it was XYZ that she wanted, but the budget allowed for a choice of XY, YZ, XZ, then boyfriend should have picked just a couple of those things. Yeah. Oh, it gets worse. We're only halfway through.
I thought like maybe just like one pack or something to just be like, hey, if you ever want to play Pokemon with me, but like leave it for a different occasion other than Christmas, you know?
Right.
Like you could still like get her, like this to me, if someone was trying to get me into the thing that they wanted me to get into and I was like very avoidant of it, which Jeff I'm sure has, I just have pathological demand avoidance like really bad. So, I'm sure you can relate kind of, but if it was just like, oh, hey, I got you these like Pokemon cards and like some snacks and some like comfy clothes, and we can like, you can wear your comfy clothes and eat snacks, and I can teach you how to play Pokemon. And if you don't like it, still like whatever.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you don't get to. It's been 3 years. It's one thing if it was like a new relationship and you didn't quite understand she doesn't like Pokemon, but how do you not get that for 3 years?
It says this dude already failed an unfailable holiday. How does it get worse? Buckle up.
Let's go.
After this, I told him I needed a moment to myself. I went to our bedroom and took a moment to gather my thoughts and lower my temper. When I came back to the living room, there he was on the floor. Both booster packs and the pack of cards he got me were opened and sprawled across the floor.
Huh? Bitch, what? Also, bitch in this situation is the boyfriend, I'm not referring to the women as that. Just for clarification.
I was in shock. Not only did he get me gifts that I didn't want, but he actually got them for himself and tried to play it off. I've been trying to move past this as I did not want to seem ungrateful, but I just can't believe he would do something like this. Every time I've tried to bring it up, he has told me how expensive those booster boxes were and how I made him feel bad for not appreciating my gifts. Am I being ungrateful, or is he just a jerk?
No, what? No. Oh my God. I was like ready to not defend this man necessarily, but just be like, oh yeah, like I get it. You just wanted her to get into the thing that you were into, like, but you made a bad choice doing that on Christmas, and like, don't do that. That's shitty. This is a whole nother level of shitty.
I have a theory.
What's your theory? Are you the game theory channel? Sorry, I don't know that, but people
Theorist?
Game theorist? Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
I don't know. Some people just comment sometimes, like when a video game is brought up, they'll be like, "It's a game theory," and it's like a reference to something,
No.
and I don't understand the reference.
A YouTuber.
So I was trying to make that. Is it Matt Pat?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I know Matt Pat was the guy who like retired, and like people are like, I can't believe he's retiring, and I was like, I don't know who that is. Sam says he retired. Okay. Actually, Sam says he retried, but I think that's what he meant. He retired.
And other people run the channel now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He's allowed to retire, I think. I don't know him, so I can't.
My theory is
My
that
game theory.
okay, my game theory. Does that make you feel better?
Yeah.
Is that homie fucked up Christmas so bad that he didn't buy her a gift and simultaneously bought these for himself, panicked, wrapped these as a gift.
Oh, that's so much worse. That's so much worse.
But that's the only way to explain any of this. Like, there's no way he earnestly thought that she would be like,
no,
oh.
I don't. I would sometimes, though. Sometimes. It just reminds me similarly of those posts that, like, and to be fair, like, I'm not great at picking up social cues. I'm not great at remembering things.
Yeah.
So if you and I swapped roles, if I was a man and you were my girlfriend and you told me, hey, I like white gold instead of regular gold.
Yeah.
I would do my best to remember that, but depending on if you only told me once, I unfortunately, maybe not in like the 5 years we've been together though. This is all like new relationship stuff. But like there are women out there that are like, dude, I have white gold like rings, I have white gold necklaces, I wear white gold earrings. Like, how do you not know? And then he'll get her gold.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I don't prefer that. And he'll get, like, angry. And it's like, but I don't have any gold. I have white gold. And I know that that might not make a difference to people who don't understand what the difference of those two things are. But I think white gold, to be fair, I also don't understand. I have silver. I don't like gold, anything.
Yeah, but it's also just, like, it's seeing people.
Yeah, and like paying attention to those like little details and nuances.
Snoopy said maybe he's just a cunt and did it for himself.
Yeah, I think that's the case here, honestly.
To which Sam agreed so hard that he was like, I'm going to let that one through.
Yeah. But no, it's like I don't know how you date someone for 3 years and
for 3 years
and not know them.
Sam said he retired. Other people run the channel now, but he spent over a decade crafting theory videos for game lore. Jeff would probably love the Undertale ones. That's just a theory. A game theory is the tagline, so that's probably what Lena was talking about.
Yeah. I don't get it, but I see it referenced, and so my brain clicks onto it because I'm like, that's funny. I don't understand how it's funny, but it's funny.
Tim said it was flagged as potential misogyny, which it isn't. No, we're talking about a dude. Snoopy said sometimes the truth just needs to be said. Fuck that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not great. Which is like 99 times out of 100. These relationship advice posts are just like, what should I do? And it's like, break up with him is what you should do.
Hello again, Waffles.
Boyfriend, 18-year-old male.
Okay.
Was uncomfortable with how I, 18-year-old female, disposed of my period product. Not sure how to talk with him about it. I was staying over at my boyfriend's place recently, and at one point I had to change my pad since there wasn't a small trash can in the bathroom. I wrapped it up in toilet paper and threw it in the main trash bin, making sure it was completely covered. I didn't think anything of it, but later that night, he brought it up and asked if I could handle that differently next time.
What do you want me to do? Flush it down the toilet? Okay, next time I'll flush it down the toilet and you can enjoy those plumbing bills. You fuck. At least you had the decency to wrap it in a piece of toilet paper. Like, what is she supposed to do? Go outside and, like, bury it? Like, what the fuck? I don't understand. I don't.
Bitch got a shovel.
I don't get it. What do you fucking want from us?
good form with the shovel and the digging of the hole.
No, I'm dead ass serious. Like, who the fuck is raising these boys? Oh my god.
I asked him what he meant, and he said he saw it in the trash when he threw something away and thought it was kind of gross.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Next time, I'll be sure to not only wrap it in a piece of toilet paper, but I will get a little paper baggie and wrap it up in the paper baggie, and then I'll fucking put it in another separate trash bag, and then I'll put that trash bag in the trash bag for you. You fucking... Oh god, I hate... Oh god.
What's up, Notch? Notch says the fact that burying wasn't your first thought concerns him.
Yeah. I'm not going outside. I'll flush that thing before I bury it. Not in my own house. But in this silly boy's house, yeah, sure.
Snoopy said, that's something the dude just needs to get used to. I understand being uncomfortable with it and learning how things work. That's not a breakup one. That's a learning to be a man. He is 18. I think you get one of these. I think
you don't get one. I'm sorry.
One of these conversations.
Nope.
Because if you grew up in a house with a dad who was like shitty about this and weird about this
I
stuff.
don't care. I don't care. I do not care. You don't get one. You get... Maybe if you're respectful about it. Maybe. But it's so hard, apparently, for these little boys to be respectful about how a woman's body works, that usually the first time it's brought up, it's not respectfully. So I don't have the patience anymore.
Sam said, I love that Lena started channeling Yzma there? I don't recognize that name. I'll put that trash bag in another trash bag and then mail it to myself and smash it with a hammer. Snoopy said, so far, it doesn't sound like it was disrespect. It's just really ignorant. But it's the kind of ignorance that is inherently disrespectful. But like...
Again, I would flush down the toilet so fast. Enjoy your clogged toilet. I hope this was a learning experience for you.
The villain from Emperor's New Groove. Okay. I didn't remember the name. I'm sorry. Snoopy says, yeah, it's a boy who needs to learn what being a man is. Yeah, it just like how 50% of the population,
yeah, more than 50%. I don't have patience for it anymore.
I told him it was wrapped up and not visible, but he still said he'd rather find it another way to dispose of it, like taking it outside.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What?
I wasn't sure how to respond, and I felt a little embarrassed.
I was kidding when I said take it outside. What the fuck?
But I also don't think I did anything wrong.
No, you are an 18-year-old girl. I know the law says woman, but I disagree. I don't think adults should be... I think the age of adultism should be 21 or older, but that's a whole ass other thing.
It's a whole other can of worms, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't fucking care. This man or this boy is learning how to be a man and simultaneously embarrassing this poor girl. She will remember this for the rest of her life. Like, no. Oh my god. Go ahead. Finish it. Finish it.
He didn't push the issue, but I could tell he was a little weird about it for the rest of the night. I'd like to talk to him about it again, but I don't want to make him feel like I'm dismissing his feelings either. How do I bring this up in a way that helps us both understand each other better? Has anyone else dealt with something like this in a relationship? Here's the thing. I don't think Snoopy's wrong in that this is not... If he was any age other than 18... Like, if he was like a 35-year-old dude, this would be an instant breakup.
This is the society that was built, though. Like, this is too normal. That's where I'm like...
Well, that's what...
I don't have patience anymore.
And it's like, You can have a conversation. You have patience. Snoopy says he just needs.
I'll be nice about it
to learn and experience those things. Little Ketchup never heard of it. Yeah, it's fucking. Like again, if you're gonna spend any amount of time with an actual real life woman, this is a thing that happens. But I don't know what to tell you.
I'll be nice about it. But if any of my kids ever came to me and they were like, "Hey, my boyfriend did or said this," and or like if I was there and this was happening, I'd tell them the same thing. Like you could still be nice about it, but like you don't have to be it's not women's job to like, oh god.
Well, that's
I hate this so much.
I do think Snoopy's right that like the instant breakup isn't necessary.
No, I don't think she should like dump him.
The instant breakup would be pretty effective, though.
It would, but also it's not like her job to waste spoons educating this kid. Like again, you can be nice about it and you can say like, "Hey, I'm not really sure what else you would want me to do." Besides, again, go outside and fucking bury it or something. Do you want me to, like... I'm trying to think of fun, intricate ways to dispose of womanly products now, and so far we've got burying.
Shoot it into a cannon.
Yeah, like, okay, let me just go get my... Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to bring my pad cannon. Let me just I'll go next door and borrow Sharon's. So sorry. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm like just really angry for some reason this morning. I don't know. Just do better. Like if anyone out there is raising small boys, do better. Sit them down, be like, "Hey, this is what this is about, and it's not something that you should shame her for."
I don't know. I grew up with sisters, and then I was married pretty young, had kids, and I was a girl dad, and it was just like I've just been around it, and it's never been a thing that had to change. It always weirded me out when it was just like. You get those guys that it's like if they're shopping with their wives, like they can't even see them in the cart. They're like, "Oh my god!" It's like, what the fuck? It's fucking a thing of Pat. Like, what are you talking about?
It's wild.
It's not gonna bite you.
No, it's like I grew up. My grandpa wasn't like, and I was raised by my grandparents, and my grandpa wasn't like weird about pads. If my grandma wasn't home, he'd be like, "Hey, do you need pads from the grocery store?" And I'd be like, "Sure." And that was it. So, like, I don't have the experience of, like, having a male in my life as a kid that treated it weirdly. But, and also, when I started dating my ex, he wasn't exactly, like, weird about it. He was definitely not, like, "Yay, period time." He was just like, "Oh, yeah, you need pads."
Yeah.
But, like, also, he probably, if I was, like, I don't know, like, if he saw blood, he'd probably be like, "Well, that's kind of gross," you know?
Yeah.
But
I guess.
Well, I'm not saying that's normal. I'm just saying, like, that is where he was at. But I just don't understand.
Sam said, "Y'all are fine icing to me. If I was this girl, I'd cook it into food for him, then leave him."
You know, that's valid.
Giving Midsommar.
And that literally is like a form of recycling, if you look at it that way.
Snoopy said, "I dated a girl who was having a bad month and was worried something was wrong down there. I checked it out. I couldn't imagine the worry/embarrassment and trust that a girlfriend had asking me to check things out before she wanted to pull the trigger on going to a doctor. It was all good. But be a man, don't be a bitch. It's just a little female month stuff, kid." Yeah. Snoopy said, "If I'm going to buy them for you, I need you to send me a picture or point out the exact ones you use. Otherwise, I'm fucking it up." That is true. That is, I had to go the other day, and I'm glad that like multiple women live in this house because I was just like, I bought a bunch. Take your
I
pick.
don't know.
Should
There's
I
a
shit
variety.
Can I set out a charcuterie board? Would you like to pick?
No, it's helpful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
because I've definitely gotten the like, oh my god, these are too thin. Why'd you think this would work? And I've also got the, oh my god, I don't want to feel like I'm wearing a diaper. I've gotten both those responses
so
over the course of my life. So,
but like you're doing the right thing though, because like you're still out there getting them for us and not being weird about it. I'd much prefer the like, oh man, you got the wrong size than like, I can't get you pads. You're gonna have to order them online, or like, can you just DoorDash some? Or
oh well, I did that. Because I was just like, we're gonna never run out in this house, and then I had them for a long time where I just like did the Amazon subscribe and save, and then we just had like things full.
We had like a whole year or so. I had like a whole year and a half where I didn't have to buy pads. It was crazy.
Yeah, because like, well, it was like I did that with pads, and then the pad people moved out of my house, and then it was like someone was like, actually, I do these now, and I was like, okay, and I just had a cabinet full of pads.
Yeah, no, I was grateful for that because
Snoopy said, if it's left to me guessing, I'm getting a couple brands and the variety pack of each brand. Yeah, I had one who was just like, it needs to be the kind with wings, and I think they dropped that off the marketing. Like, I was like, where are the wings?
Oh, you mean like they don't show it on the pictures?
It doesn't say. It used to say like always with wings or something.
Oh yeah,
and
no,
so I was just going up and down the aisle, going like, where are the wings? I can't find them. I don't want to be in trouble.
I think usually there's like a diagram on the back of what the pad looks like. Usually.
It all looks the same to me.
Oh, that's fair.
It all looks well, and then it's like depending on the store, it's where the plate. I don't mind Walgreens because it's just like all in the one aisle. But a couple of them, I think it's like either Walmart or Meijer has the like, because all of them put them right next to like condoms for some reason, and Walgreens it's like condoms, tampons, and pads. This aisle, several aisles over in a completely different section of the store, adult diapers. But one of them is just like condoms, tampons, pads, adult diapers. So I would just be like, nope, that's too far. That's
yeah.
And it was always just like this very confusing experience trying to.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's my lot in life. I grew up with a bunch of sisters, but I was a girl dad.
Yeah.
Just as what is, and I refused to be one of those dads that was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, no.
Don't tell me about that. But Snoopy's right. It's confusing.
Will you scroll down? I kind of want to see the comments.
Yeah. Top comment. He needs to grow up. If you want a woman to hang out with you, you have to expect periods will happen. To which someone says, if he's not mature enough to deal with the fact that women menstruate, he definitely isn't mature enough to be having sex. I would agree. Seriously, this guy could have just went and purchased a trash bin at the dollar store and placed it in the bathroom if it bothered him to see it in the main trash.
Yeah, but I think he just didn't want to see it.
Yeah, he didn't want to know it existed.
Which is insane. It's insane work, chat. Or whatever the kids say. Like, just... I worry. I worry so deeply for our future generations.
Well, it's like
I
whenever
sound old, but I mean it.
those like posts blow up too of people like complaining about women in movies or video games, and they're like, "Look at this," and people are like, "Oh, you've never seen a real woman before, have you?"
Yeah. Oh, I see.
This is giving that same energy of just like,
I'm so fucking irritated because like the discourse of The Last of Us has wrapped back around because the new season is dropping, and now I have to see like the comments of like, oh, she's not so and so, and I'm just like, shut up. just be quiet and let me enjoy this, but also not enjoy it because it's sad and it's gonna make me absolutely bawl my eyes out. But like, that is in part to the fact that Bella
Ramsey?
Ramsey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bella Ramsey is like an insanely good actress.
Yeah.
I believe their pronouns are they, them. I can't remember right now. To be fair, my brain is soup, but I'm going to be safe and say they, them. But yeah.
They just found out they're autistic. That was one of the articles we could have covered today.
Aw. Good for them.
They actually noticed during filming, they pulled them aside and were like, hey, by the way.
Who pulled them aside?
The production team was like,
hey,
you might want to look into this. We think this is probably the case.
That's sweet though that they like cared enough to be like, hey, this is what you can maybe get like addressed.
Your boyfriend's attitude is a problem here. Placing trash in a trash bin is perfectly normal behavior, and it's uncool for him to make you embarrassed over something normal. The fact that he considers pads for menstruation and trash bin gross is immature. Does he realize that if he doesn't like to look at it, he doesn't have to look at it?
Just stick it on the wall next time. There's fucking sticky right on the back of it. Just slap that thing on his bathroom wall. He'll get the hint. You're not comfortable seeing that? Oh, well, you're going to see it now.
And what's the alternative? That you have to go outside with it? That's just utterly
Why are
stupid.
all these people instantly jumping to outside? Put it in his
He
toilet.
jumped outside.
Oh, okay. Put it in his toilet. Or again, on the wall.
I'm wondering what he expected her to do with it outside. Since just chucking it outside the house is far more gross than wrapping it up and putting it in the bin.
That's littering, first of all.
To which someone says, maybe have a magical ritual where she makes it disappear. Poof, gone in the air with neat smoke effects. This person said, put it on his pillow like you're a cat leaving your owner a dead rat as a gift.
Does he drive a car? Stick it to his car.
That's what this person suggests.
Yeah, took it outside, didn't I? That's where he wanted it, isn't it? I wouldn't say anything. I'd be like, oh my God, you're so right. I'm so sorry. And I would just start like sticking them on places in his car where he couldn't see until eventually he would notice. It would just be covered. I'm sorry, that's kind of diabolical, but also fuck this guy.
So it said, has he not dated women? It's absolutely normal to dispose your pad in the trash wrapped well. He needs to grow up. If he thinks the pad is gross, asking you to go outside to dispose it is baffling.
I hope this...
She says he hasn't dated anyone before me, to which someone said, tell him he can date men if it bothers him.
I mean, I'm assuming this experience will hopefully change him if she does bring it up and is like, hey, actually...
I think it's one of those things
silly little...
where he probably thinks a certain way about it, but like once he gets an actual like man talking to him,
hopefully
they're just gonna be like, you're gonna be like, hey bud, no. By the way, please check out our YouTube channel. I just put the link there. Also, it linked to our whatnot at the same time, so we'll talk about the two. The YouTube channel, we put a lot of work into it, editing down our gameplay videos into nice little snack-size bits. Basically, we take hours of gameplay and cut down to around 20 minutes. They're good lunchtime videos, so you can watch us do playthroughs of the game, and I cut out all the just... oh man, we have to backtrack to do all this, and oh man, it's basically down to just the jokes. Yeah, put a lot of work into that. We're up to 50 subscribers now. Thanks so much for getting us there. Appreciate you all doing that. Other link there is to our whatnot page. We have a bunch of stuff listed on there. Selena's been kicking ass getting listings up. And if you click that link, they'll give you $15 free. Sam says, when do we get 10-hour montage? Am I the asshole in relationship advice videos? I mean, there's probably enough for it now.
Probably, yeah.
So we could probably just do that. But yeah, if you could click that link, even if you don't want to buy comic books from us, if you click that link, they'll give you $15 and you can go buy a retro video game or something with it. And we still get a kickback. We have raid messages. They look like that. And like that. I think we're probably going to go bug she. She is on. Da-da-da. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Go say hi to Shiki. Please be kind to our friends. We're ending early today because we have more cat medical nonsense and fun to do, and have to get everything ready for kid's birthday this weekend.
Yes.
And then also, we have kids coming for the spring break.
So many things are happening, and I'm definitely not having like a overstimulated reaction to every single thing, just like boom, falling at once. No, I'm fine. It's good. Let's go.
Good luck with the cat. Thank you.
Thank
you're
you.
welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out for it.
Hope y'all have a wonderful, fantastical.
You have a wonderful
Friday weekend days.
We'll see you back Monday morning.
Yes.
For more Dark Deck shenanigans.
Bye.
Bye.
Farewell.
Be honest. Be kind. Be useful. Live a good fucking life.
Yeah.
Bye.